Hello, it's Karen, the Weekend Craftaholic. Thanks for joining me for my one little word video for February. Now, if you're a follower of One Little Word, you're doing it yourself, you'll know that February is always around the vision board. It's one of the ones that I always look forward to. And I've recently purchased this digital kit from Tracy Reed. It's called Love Letters, and I absolutely love this wood grain rainbow effect sheet. In fact, that's the only reason I bought the collection. I've also been on Google Images, done a little bit of prep, and my word this year is time. So I've got things around gratitude, taking control, living in the moment, appreciation, all that kind of stuff. So I've already found those, printed them, cut them out, and I'm ready to go. So I will obviously skip through the bits where I'm just cutting things out. I know you don't need to see that. And the video itself is on fast forward. So it took me about 30 minutes. I had about 30 minutes worth of footage. And then after the fast forward and the cropping out, this is about a 10-minute video. So not too long at all to do this vision board. I've kept it nice and simple. I am running out of time. You see, I've posted this very late to share with you for February. Now, when I actually crop these out, I realised that I'm actually going to be doing my one little word in landscape this year. And I didn't even think about it when I picked out these additional 2 sheets, which I also love. So what I've done, I've gone back and I've printed another one of these wood grain pages. Now, I have changed the orientation so that they are in a different direction. So I think that will look quite cute as well. And I'm just laying them down now because I know I've got kind of a double page spread, if that makes sense. I've got my pockets inside my pocket page, which I can use, as well as the 2 paper sides as well. So I'm just making sure they're in the right order so that when I stick them down, they're facing the right way. And what I usually do is just start with my quotes. So I didn't make a very good job, I have to say, of cutting these down. You'll see as I go on, I'm trimming these quite a lot. So as you can tell, I definitely was in a bit of a rush trying to get this done. In fact, I'll be honest, I put this off and put this off. I mean, I did have a little bit of time away during February. I did have a weekend away, very fortunate to be able to do that. So a little bit on behind the 8th ball trying to get my one little word done for February, but I did it in the nick of time. I did this on Sunday, the last day of February, so just about made it. Now, of course, vision board is all about emulating what you want to bring into your life, manifesting all that good stuff. So I've chosen these quotes for particular reasons, and especially with my word being time. And I'll talk a little bit more about that actually while you see me just fixing these down, because basically this is all I'm doing here. I'm just placing these down, trimming them out so they'll all fit on, trying to hide as much of the dark coloured quotes as I can as well, just to kind of tone it down a little bit. But I do find myself always living in the past or living in the future. I'm always worrying about stuff that's happened or worrying about stuff that might happen. So this word of time for me really is around forgetting about that, just worry about now, and that takes a lot of the stress away. I've also got to appreciate a lot of stuff that's in my life. I know it's easier said than done, but having this reflection to just stop and remember that is going to be really good for me. And this particular piece that I'm cutting out as well, if I'd have had more time, I probably would have just retyped that out myself, because it does look quite ugly, doesn't it, on the page, this black print, and my printer was running out of ink. But I absolutely love this remembrance of what is in our circle of control, what can we not control. You know, there's certain things we can and we can't, and this is something we really need to think about. You know, we can't control what people think of us or if they've got things wrong. It's just a matter of focusing on what we can control. But the other thing is, I'm trying not to be so perfect about things and so precious about it. So I am just getting these down and sharing them with you so that we can move on to the next project. Because March is upon us. I've already had the prompts for that, and that's something that I'll be doing and uploading for the following week. So going back to the digital kit, it also had these gorgeous little, there was loads of little ephemera pieces actually, loads of little die cut images, stuff you can print out. To be honest, I thought when I'd ordered it, it was one of the digital kits that had all of the bits in one overall sheet, and it doesn't. So I'm not sure how much I'm going to get use out of those, but I absolutely love these because they did have that matching wood grain rainbow effect. To fit them on the page though, I am trimming these down, leaving a bit of a margin so you can still see that colour behind it, and I think the quotes perfectly match as well what I want to express in this particular prompt for February. Now you'll see here that I've made sure I've got 4 on each, and you will see I do make some changes as well later on. I've got these little drawers. These little drawers were from Kmart. They were very cheap, and they originally started out as where I kept all my enamel dots and things. But over time, I've got lots of other random stuff with colour matching as well. So I'm using those to embellish these pages. Now I did print out all of the monthly prompts, as you can see here. I did all of these on my Cricut, so they've got the foil. I used the foil quill, so they've got the foil effect. But again, I just wanted to fussy cut that out, just so it wasn't another square block stuck on the page really. So I've got the outline of the February month. So I'm just tucking into these little drawers now. This first one is all pinks and reds, and I'm just looking for some flat embellishments really. I don't want anything too dimensional because it is in a pocket page notebook. I don't know what else is going to come later in the year with some of the prompts. So whilst I've got this out, I am just focusing on some flat stuff. So you can see I've got these washi strips, for example, and I always find washi strips or any washi tape is a great way of embellishing a layout when you want to keep it nice and flat. I did have some odd bits of other digital cut apart sheets. When I went through my little die cut things, I dispersed a lot of those into these drawers as well. So that's helped to kind of double up on the storage as well as have everything in one place. These were some die cuts that I've made as well. Back in September when I did the stash busting, I decided to use up lots of little bits of paper that I had, paper that I liked, that I wanted to keep, and just run them through various die. Now at this point I feel like I could just leave it as it is and these little layouts will be done, but what I'm doing is really carrying on going through the stash and just trying to use things up. That's all I'm doing. I found this cute little sentiment which just said the word wonderful. I thought the colours worked well as the sentiment itself. So it's more about using up my stash at this point than actually embellishing this layout anything more. And I'm just finishing off this little part of the vision board with some of these cute little pink enamel dots. They're the perfect shade of pink to go with that pink wood grain. So I've just scattered those roughly around the place as well. So that's the first part of my vision board done. I'm just going to get rid of these little, you can see all the pink stuff and the red stuff, and I'm just bringing in some of the blues, greens and yellows as well. So I've just pulled those drawers out and just seen what I've got. I've got no plans, I've got no ideas what I'm going to use. I do find these matching little die cuts that I'd put the pink ones on the other sheet, so I thought that would kind of tie it all together if I use the same shape but in the different colour, because I just wanted to have, obviously I'd focused on the pink on the other layout, so I just wanted to use some of the yellow on this. There is that blue quote at the bottom though. That one says appreciate what you have before time makes you appreciate what you add. So I did want to then bring in a little bit of blue as well on the other side of that. So I do that later on just by using some enamel dots. I also make a bit of a change as well as I'm going through this and I'm using what I get, which is why I love this little tape runner. It is permanent, but you can remove it. It takes I don't know, 5-10 minutes. You're able to change your mind, which I do quite a lot because I never plan my layouts. I just go with the flow and go with it. So you see I've got some more washi strips here that I thought would be great. These are in the yellow as well. And I'm just using my grid lines on my paper pad here just to line it up, because I know you can't really see very well on camera, but that washi tape has got some like little stars or crosses which are very straight, so would look very obvious if I didn't put that on straight. So I just use those grid lines to measure that out. But normally I'm not very specific when I'm crafting. I just put anything down and I'm happy with it. But sometimes you do need to make a little bit of extra effort, don't you? So this is where the blue enamel dots come in. And I'm pretty much happy with that now as I've done that. I also got a little yellow feather as well, which I thought was cute, and just adding a few more yellow embellishments to the top of that as well. It is very dark, isn't it? Come across this other little sentiment strip which says a girl's gotta have goals, so I thought that was perfect for the vision board as well. And then I do find this other one as well which just says enjoy today. Again, very relevant to my one little word focus too. So I moved that little love heart to put that on that one and move it down. This is what I'm referring to. I always change my mind, so it's good to have that removable adhesive tape runner. And it's more or less done. All I've got to do now is put it in my pocket page notebook, and it is done for the month of February. So I really like being able to use this. It's a great size to capture everything you need. Doesn't take too long to do it as well, and I just love the fact that it's in a little book to look back on, and doesn't take up too much space as well. When I was using the old albums, the 6x8s and so on with the plastic pockets, I just find I just don't have the storage space for them all. So the two middle pages I've put inside the pocket, and I'm just trimming this down as well now just to make sure that fits. Because the paper is so colourful, I do want that white border around it. Normally I would decorate the paper as well, maybe on the outside, but it's very colourful as it is, and I absolutely love the way that it's come out. You'll probably see me use this wood grain rainbow paper quite a lot. I absolutely love it. And apart from that, that is my layout done. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to see you again next time. Thank you for watching.